All right, now let's take a look at some sports. And here's Ayotunde Balogun.
Time now for some sports news, and of course in the UEFA Champions League, Cristiano Ronaldo's 33rd goal of the season helped Real Madrid take a big step towards the quarterfinals with victory at AS Roma in the first leg of their last 16 tie. The Portugal forward struck in the second half with a deflected finish. Substitute Jesse's low drive late on now leaves Roma with an uphill task in the second leg at the Bernabeu. Julian Draxler, the German international, scored twice as Wolfsburg survived a late fight back from Ghent to win 3-2. Well, the Nigeria Football Federation, the NFF, have elevated Emmanuel Amunike as chief coach of the country's under-20 team, the Flying Eagles. The former Barcelona star was rewarded for the sterling performance of the country's under-17 team, the Golden Eaglets, at the 2015 FIFA World Cup in Chile, where they won a record 5th title. Amunike will be assisted by former junior internationals Kabiru Baleria and Emeka Amadi, who will serve as assistant coach and goalkeeper trainer. He replaces the 2013 FIFA Under-17 World Cup winning coach Manu Garba, who led the Flying Eagles to a second-round finish at the World Cup in New Zealand. In a related development, former Super Falcons captain Florence Omagbemi will take charge of the country's women's team pending the appointment of a competent expatriate coach. Omagbemi will be assisted by former COD Ladies FC handler Anne Chejene and Africa's all-time top scorer Perpetua Nkwocha, while Bala Mohammed will serve as goalkeeper trainer. Omagbemi featured for Nigeria at the FIFA Women's World Cup in China 1991, Sweden 1995, USA in 1999, and of course in 2003 also in the USA. Nigeria's most decorated table tennis player, Segun Toriola, has advanced to the semi-final of the African qualifiers for the Rio Olympic Games. Toriola defeated Algeria's Eza Belkadi 4-1 to advance to the last four. Toriola, who is aiming for his 7th Olympics appearance in Rio, will get an automatic ticket if he advances to the final. Edem also qualified for the semi-finals of the women's category. She outclassed Algeria's Islam Laid 4-2 in a thrilling 10-12, 11-5, 4-11, 11-5, 11-9 and 11-7 contest to progress. Edem, who is hoping to make her 3rd Olympics appearance, will face Algeria's Linda Logrebi for a place in the final. The Nigerian Boxing Federation has officially opened camp ahead of the 2016 Rio Olympics. That's the qualifying tournament in Cameroon. 22 boxers have now been invited, and they will begin intensive training tomorrow. A mini trial will be done on Saturday, where 10 boxers will be selected for the competition, which begins on the 8th of next month. And that's a wrap on the sports news. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Ijoma will be back with the rest of the news at 10.
Taiwan has confirmed that China deployed surface-to-air missiles on a disputed island in the South China Sea. Satellite images taken allegedly on February the 14th seemingly show 2 batteries of 8 missile launchers and a radar system. The presence of missiles would significantly increase tensions in the South China Sea dispute. And elsewhere, the Greek migration minister is accusing fellow European Union countries of lying about Greece's handling of the immense migrant influx from Turkey. He insists that Greece has the best control a sea border that anyone could ever have. Here's Cynthia Are with more.
Well, thank you. Athens has been told to tighten border controls to ensure the refugees are properly identified and that those in need of protection are either sent back to Turkey or the original countries. The EU is optimistic that this move will help reduce the flow of migrants to Western Europe. Then the addiction to power is very real in some African countries, and the latest individual who is not willing to step down is Senegal's President Macky Sall. The president plans to complete a 7-year mandate that runs until 2019, doing away with his initial promise during his election campaign to cut the term to 5 years. Finally, it's the eve of the Uganda general elections, which will decide if power will either change hands or remain with President Yoweri Museveni. At this time, the question of safety has been tackled by the Uganda police chief, Kale Kayihura, who assures the electorate that the force will protect voters from intimidation in tomorrow's largely contested general election. That's the foreign news wrap-up. The news at 10 continues shortly.
Thanks a lot, Cynthia. And the main news again. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission today picked up retired Admiral Alison Madueke, husband of the former Minister of Petroleum Resources. The former naval chief was later released on administrative bail after being questioned for allegedly laundering over $600,000. Also today, the Federal Executive Council justified the president's foreign trips, insisting they are necessary to improve Nigeria's image abroad. And in Asia, Taiwan says China has deployed surface-to-air missiles on a disputed island in the South China Sea. Well, that's the news at 10 tonight. Thanks a lot for staying with us. I'm Ijoma Kenyato. You have a good night.